It's a Saturday. Don't usually do these on Saturday, but the holiday weekend, the weather is money. It's beautiful. Last couple days, fog has gone away. Temperatures have been cooling, and that's sort of the story. So we're continuing along this line. So inland spots the next few days are going to be in the mid upper 80s, the hot spots. It'll warm a little bit on Monday, just a little bit, and then on Tuesday, Wednesday, it'll come back into the more typical mid 90s for our inland spots, maybe even upper 90s by middle end of the week. So I just want to get on here and mention I went out to Point Reyes yesterday. I saw that inversion lift, and so the fog went away, as you know. Not a breath of wind. Probably, I've been going out there for 55 years. It was probably one of the nicest days I've ever seen from the beginning to the end. Usually it starts off glassy, then the winds come up. But anyway, it was perfect weather, mid 60s. Went out to watch whales because we know the anchovy are running and the whales are prolific right now inside of Drake's Bay. I didn't see any inside of Drake's Bay. I did see a lot of birds and dolphins in there, but the whales are moving. And so driving into Point Reyes, of course, it's just beautiful. Nobody out there. Nobody uses that place, just so you know. So drove out, elk everywhere, as you know, if you've been out there. And if you haven't been out there, I mean, I don't have enough of a following anyway to crowd it out, but man, I'd check it out. I'd head out there tomorrow with a camera and start taking pictures. It's a beautiful drive, and the lighthouse is beautiful. It was closed yesterday when I was out there. There was an emergency, but we saw whales, humpbacks everywhere. They weren't flying out of the water. They were apparently earlier in the day, but you go to the lighthouse, they're everywhere. I believe they're humpbacks. Couldn't tell because they didn't come all the way out, but they look like humpbacks. And they were feeding in a sort of where the current meets the point. The current was shifting out right at the lighthouse and kind of going back out to sea. And so that's where all fish love to feed in those kind of, I used to call that a chum line. But you get, the whales were just sitting in there and just sitting and having an awesome time. So elks, whale, a couple osprey, just a really nice day. And then Drake's Beach, of course. So stunning weather, stunning place to be. It's such a resource for us. Really it is. Okay. So back to the weather. And I get off on these little tangents, but so temperatures today, mild. Temperatures tomorrow, milder. It's going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow. These are the forecast highs for your tomorrow. 84 in Santa Rosa, San Rafael 82, Livermore 85. Perfect weather, quite frankly. And then I think I got some inland numbers here as well. Yeah, Redding 96. We've got 89 in Sacramento, which is for tomorrow. And then Monday, it'll get back into the low 90s. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the Central Valley is going to get back into the low 100s. So we'll go back to a more typical weather pattern. But nonetheless, beautiful, beautiful weather for us. And I think, there it is. There's the 5-day forecast. The temperatures next couple of days, those blue arrows represent a little bit of a drop. And then the temperatures start to climb back out. But this 5-day forecast is about as good as it gets for a holiday weekend like we're having. So with that in mind, let's see if I can pull up the weather stuff. There we go. I'll come all the way back out. Here's the low I'm talking about. So in the world of high pressure, which is summer typically, that's where the high sits and we get fog and we get typical Bay Area weather. This low, this is 500 millibar vorticity. This is pretty much for tonight, but that low is close to us. If this is winter, it's rain. If this is February, this is rain and maybe even snow. Well, at least rain, but a cool system. And this time of year, because the jet stream isn't that powerful, the dynamics aren't that strong, you just get the inversion getting pumped up. That happened yesterday too. That's why Point Reyes from beginning to end was beautiful. It's clear out there right now. It's a beautiful day along the coast. We can see that as we look. So this low is hanging out through Monday. Along the coast, you see what it does. This Point Reyes right here, in case you've never been. Montara Peak has a little bit of fog kind of trying to form. And there will be fog again tonight, but it should go away again tomorrow based on what we're seeing. So we'll keep an eye on it. And then the mountains, you got a few high clouds. The air quality is perfect right now. Let's see if I can make this manipulate. Yeah, so we got greens, which is what you want to see. Fire smoke, well, we can go back and look, but I mean, I don't see any smoke there at all, right? Very little. There's a little smoke down here. I think that's I can't remember what the name of that fire is, but anyway, it's some smoke coming up, and that smoke's actually making it into Modesto and Stockton. So air quality good. Ocean Beach, beautiful. This is, well, right now at 3 o'clock. So you can see the beautiful, beautiful conditions. A little bit of an onshore wind, but clear. Steamers Lane in Santa Cruz, fog not an issue. Tide's a little beefy for this. Steamers Lane likes a lower tide, I think, medium low. And so when it's high like this, it breaks up against the rocks. Plus, there's not a lot of swell. Now we go all the way south down to Carpinteria, down kind of, Ventura, Santa Barbara-ish, and it's a whole nother vibe. That ocean is like a lake out there. So with that said, this is the low that's creating the environment that is keeping us mild and keeping the fire danger manageable, keeping the air quality good, so on and so forth. So number one, cool, mild weather right through the end of Labor Day, and then we warm up next week. That's simple. Number two, get your ass out to Point Reyes. The next sunny day. I think tomorrow's going to be nice. I know it's nice right now. And get on these whales. I mean, it's as good a whale watching it's as good a whale watching as for humpbacks as I hate to say ever seen, but it's pretty good. All right, talk to you soon.